Welcome to the virtual career fair hosted by the Sustainable Community Aid Network, featuring an interview with IT Consultant Bency Paul.
So why don't you start off by introducing yourself and what you do for a living?
All right. So my name is Bency, and I'm a recent graduate in Centennial College here in Scarborough. I work in George Brown College as a technical support, and I'm basically in there. And I love calligraphy. So that's a little bit about me. And my work field would be basically technical support. I chose that field because I love troubleshooting and solving problems. So that's something that I've always looked forward to while I was studying, and I always loved helping people out too. So I felt like this comes together as a job opportunity that I would be interested in, and I went for it.
So what does a typical day look like for you?
For me, in terms of work, is that
Yeah.
right? So for me, it will be my hours start from 9 to 5, and basically it's usually slow on the morning hours, but then it escalates to long hours. For me, sometimes it can get a little busy, a little here and there, but I would say um, basically it's something that keeps you engaging. It does not keep you idle, and it helps you to interact with people on all sorts of level within the organization and outside the organization as well. You get to meet a lot of people, make new contacts as well. And yeah, and it slows down towards the evening. I guess everyone paces down with their work towards the evening. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then yeah, our peak hours are usually during the afternoons between 11 to 2 p.m. That's when it gets a little hectic, but then after that it's worth it, I would say.
Yeah, so before going into where you are now, were there any related fields or other fields you're looking into besides information technology?
Yes. So I'm also a graduate from electronics. I did my bachelor's of degree in electronics engineering as well. So I'm also slightly hanging towards the electronics field as well, because I've never worked in an industry for electronics. So I would like to take my chances there as well, just to get to know on how an industry life would be, and if it suits me really well.
So I know you said you just graduated. So what did your pathway look like in your academic career to get to where you are today, or what to make you qualify for this job position?
Yeah. So back home, I did my bachelor's in electronics engineering. I then leveled it up to since I did electronics and telecommunication, it's wireless communication as well. So I made my um, um, I made myself a little broad in the terms that I did not want to stick to electronics alone, but then I leveled up. I took certifications in networking as well. And then I applied for my advanced diploma, my postgraduate here in Canada. And while I was working through WED, I also applied through Co-op, because I know that Co-op is also a wonderful opportunity to help us a student grow in their field and get to know and have more experience, especially me being an international student. For me, that was quite important, that I wanted to experience an industry in this world, other than my home. So it took me a while to get into my core position. Then they promoting me to a full time. Um, but the challenges that I faced was that you cannot stick on to one thing, right? So you have to look for opportunities that can help you grow. So and that's what I did. I broadened my spectrum, and also feel like in my position, you always have to keep studying or get to know of the new technologies every now and then. It's a never-ending education, I would say, because you have to keep yourself updated to move on with the current world.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. So, what steps would you recommend someone should take to prepare to enter this field?
Like I said, each and every person is different. So what is apt for me would not be apt for another person. But there are ways to get things done. So it's usually mainly certifications, I would say. Yes, you have your bachelor's together. Yes, that's there. But then if you want to drift through a little to the right or to the left, certifications come in handy a lot, actually. So if you think you're good at it, it's something that, you wouldn't have to spend a lot of time on it or money on it, but then, you can couple up with your certifications, which do not cost much, but then you can also know while you're studying if this is the thing for you, and then you want to forward with it. And if you are good with the certifications, then that's what the industries are looking for, if you are skilled in that specific area. So I would say no matter what your background is, go with different certifications if you're looking for it, and then you can work your way up.
Mm-hmm. So, if you could do it all over again, would you choose the same path, or like what would you change?
I'm not too sure. Probably I might go off in a different area if I'm given another chance, because I've experienced this already. So I want to experience something else. Probably I might go off, drift way ahead from what I'm doing right now, probably, because just for the experience. Maybe arts, probably. I don't know. Yes.
So, my last question for you
Mhm.
is, if you had some advice for aspiring people going to your field, what would you say?
Never give up. Keep learning. Yes, you would have difficult times. Sometimes life might pull you down, but it's not going to do that forever. So you can dust it off and then get up and keep trying. Keep learning as you go. And yeah, make the most of whatever you've got in your surroundings. Increase your knowledge, your contacts, network well. That helps you too in your industry's growth as well. I mean, in your network growth, giving you different opportunities career-wise as well. That's something that I would suggest my fellow beings. Yeah.
Well, that's all the questions I have. Thanks again for taking part in this. But yeah, it was great having you on.
Yeah, thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, bye.